Okay, so someone just asked how my experience is with childbirth. Hands in the air, still show me something. Yet if you there, come a little closer. I love this song so much. Okay, so yeah, my experience with childbirth, I don't even know where to start. I don't know, should I start with Davina? Should I start with Davian? Or should I start with David? I think let me start with David. David was a tough one. Like, David was the freaking tough one, man. I used to think every one of my contacts has an idea of how David's births went and all that. Okay, so I have David as a single mom, and I was in Port Harcourt at that time, and I was with my mom. My mom came back from America to take care of me after having him and all that. My sister was there, gifts, my brother promised, and then my dad. So that fateful night, I'd gone out with my brother to Jerry. I went to get suya. I think that boy even lost my phone that day self. I can't even remember. But anyway, that is that. So I got back home. I was at home very late at night, and I was feeling the cramp thingy. I didn't have so much experience then though, but I heard about it. So I called my doctor friend, Chris. He's in Canada now. Hi, Chris. My friend. So I told him, I was like, Chris, I don't know. I think I'm in labor. And he was like, Tamara, don't worry. When you're in labor, you're going to know. I was like, no, I think I'm in labor. I'm feeling this pain. And then I was having little discharge and all. So like, I shouldn't worry when I'm in labor. I would know. I don't know, say I go really know, you know. So I was like, okay. So I think around 3 a.m. or so, the pain was getting a little bit unbearable. So I called my mom. I said, I'm feeling this pain. Oh. And it was like, oh, she was like, okay, let's go to the hospital. So before then, I had an accident with my brother like 3 days before that day or so, but really close. So we didn't have a car at that point. So my mom was like, let's go to the hospital. And then myself, my brother, and my sister, we started going to the hospital, walked down to the junction. It was really early, so we couldn't get like a cab or something. Walked down to the junction, get to the junction, like, I can't remember how we shall reach hospital. So I called my elder sister in America, Faith, and I was like, Faith, I'm in labor, that baby will come soon. She said, okay, that when the pain starts very well, I should call her to be praying for me. I told her that no, I'm not going to have that kind of pain that I'm going to give birth like the Hebrew men. She said, no problem. When the pain starts, I should start call her. And so that was it. That was very early in the morning. I think around 5 a.m. or so. When we got to the hospital, and I told the nurse, the lady there, I was like, that I'm in labor. She said, you're in labor. I say yes. She was like, now why you bring all your family members come? You know how they used to talk. Very wicked nurses. She was like, okay, that you know be like who they labor. So that was that. They gave me a room. I stayed there. The contraction was really slow. It was going, it was coming, just like that, really slow. It was quite bearable. I told my mom, she was praying, prayer warrior. She was praying. My brother was supposed to pick up the car that day, from the mechanic. So we sat there with the contraction up till about 2, just like that. Earlier, I told the doctor, I was like, doctor, I'm in labor. He said, you're in labor. He said, they wear this color cloth. I said, yes, so I'm going to put to bed like an Hebrew woman. He said, don't worry, when the labor starts, you go know. So the contraction was just slow, going, coming like that. I was eating chicken. The doctor will come and say, this was in the chop chicken. The labor never starts. We're just like that. So to cut the long story short, they had to induce me. That was when I entered the labor. That thing is still ringing in my brain. When they induced me, oh Lord, have mercy. If you see pain, I was see pain. This pain was mad. At that point, my mom's friend came, Saukara. Saukara. She was there with me, with my mom, my brother, and my sister. The pain was so much. I was rowing. I wasn't even crying. I ran like a lion. God, I'm having migraines. So it was crazy. My sister was there. We were just back and forth. You know how the contraction thing is, from 10 minutes, 5 minutes, was coming down. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was crying. My brother couldn't bear it. He had to leave. He said he wanted to go and wash the car. The boy no really come back. You know if he bear my cry. The cry was too much for him to handle. I will tell the nurse I want to stand up. She will say you can't stand up. Eventually when they allowed me stand up, 2 seconds I said I want to sit down, and she was like, you will just stand up. I want to sit down. It was crazy. I was crying. I want to see my father. I want to see my brother. I kept crying. I wanted to see my brother. So I had to even like, because I know that when you say you want to poo-poo, it means that the baby wants to come out. Then no say I don't reach the point to bring our baby. I had to tell the doctor, I was like, I want to poo-poo. They said, okay, hold on, let's take her to the labor room. I was so happy. That's how we entered. The minute we entered, this woman started doing my tummy like this. But then when they paid me, she said, like, I just stood up. I said, I'm not doing it again. The woman said, initially they didn't want my mom to come out. So I got down from the bed. She started calling, Madam, come on. The doctor, run. My mom came in. So she was not telling me that I just managed. I was doing that thing. That thing drives me crazy, man. She was doing like this on my tummy, and it was so something else. It was so painful and so annoying and everything at the same time. I was in mad pain, man. I was crying. I want to see my brother. I want to see my father. I was just crying and all. And then it was like, Madam, stay, oh, kill your baby, oh, you kill. Now when I heard you kill your baby, pregnancy of 9 months, I gathered my energy immediately. I just pushed. I actually pushed once. I pushed once, and then that was how David came out. Immediately David came out, man, the pain just went down like that. In fact, it was as if I was never in pain. The baby came out, and then that was when my brother now came. My brother now came in. The boy now saw me, he now started crying. He was crying like a baby, like. And the woman was like, is this your brother? I said, yes. She said, this one they cry like baby like this. Now you be one see. I said, yes, now the brother was in that. It was so funny. It was fun. Like everybody was there. Like my dad later came in while I was trying to push. My dad came in. Everyone was there. So much love. And then I didn't even just do when the contractions started very well. That color cloth, where doctor said I wear, I off them. I come out them. That's when I knew that, oh great, I really had to. But funny enough, I think it was just because I was induced, that's why it was that painful. Because for Davina's pregnancy, when I went to the hospital, I told them I was in labor. They didn't believe me. But when the doctor checked, you could already feel the baby's head, and it was like, take her into 2 seconds, I don't want to come out. The same thing with Davian. So I think for David, it was because they induced me that it was that painful. Man, that thing is so freaking painful. I don't